Hey everybody, Can't Drop back here again today. Today I am going to be doing a video on my top 10 reasons for picking a hunter in the Shadowlands as a main. This is a little bit different than what I've done before. So I have a list of 10 reasons, well 10 overall general reasons why I would want to play this class in Shadowlands. So I'm just going to go through 1 through 10 and kind of explain a little bit as I go. So, number one, the difference between spec and choices. So you have 3 specs for one class, like every class except for druids, you have 4. And the difference between them for me is it's quite significant. So I love survival and I love marksman mainly. You all know that by watching my survival and my marksman hunter overview videos. But basically, being able to switch between a pet master, a lone wolf who needs a pet when they need it and they call it when they need it and then they dismiss it, or a straight up trap you, I need my pet all the time, you know, right in your face, slap you with my polearm kind of play. I like that. But the difference between them is you got a melee, you have a solo ranged class that's DPS, and then you have a class that relies mainly on its pets to do a lot of its damage. So the overall play styles can vary quite differently. Number 2, utilities for hunters are crazy. You got the flare, you got the hunter's mark, you have your freezing trap. Unfortunately, beast mastery and survival don't have binding shot, which is one of the big reasons why I'm gonna actually be maining a marksman hunter. Because specifically a marksman hunter, because that binding shot plus bursting shot creates distance. You can, you know, it's so much more CC and ability to play around certain things in other classes in PvP that makes it really intriguing to me. It's a little bit of a different aspect that I can add into my normal rotation or my survival rotation to like survive and get the hell out of dodge. Technically, like, shit, I don't want to be sitting around with 2 or 3 warriors around me, or a warrior, a pally, and a, you know, even if the druid's still able to get away, you got a warrior, pally, and a druid. You binding shot him, only the druid can really get out, just unless the pally's got Hand of Freedom up or Blessing of Freedom, and you know, by then he can just charge right out. But other than that, you got him stuck. You have a way to kind of get away besides disengage or cheetah. Because honestly, you know, you don't really have too much as a survival hunter unless you go strictly for explosive trap. Plus, you know, you got all your other traps, but you still need that distance in case you need a mending bandage. You don't always want to burn your turtle. So that's a big reason for me to pick marksman hunter specifically as a main. Number 3, what will be new in Shadowlands compared to BFA? There is a lot of changes for BM. Maybe not a huge amount, but a decent amount to make you want to kind of play the class, even though it's not my play style. It might be some of your guys' play style. And I will be making a video on that in the near future for BM before pre-patch launches, so I'll probably be getting that out in the next few days so you guys can check it out and let me know what happens. But binding shot, like I said, that's not in BFA unless you talent into it. Unfortunately, survival hunters, you know, they don't really get shit. BM, you can talent into it. So, I mean, you have the accessibility, but you also lose some of your other benefits. Just in general, the play style is going to change from BFA, because right now we're using a lot of borrowed powers. Yes, we're going back into a semi-borrowed power, conduits, covenants, you know, stuff like that. But a lot of the stuff that makes a marksman hunter good right now is basically going to be baseline in Shadowlands for the most part. And you're going to have all of your utilities, except you're going to be getting a damage buff. You're going to be getting, you know, you have the ability to do so much more than other classes. I will make a very in-depth, once pre-patch launches and I've had a lot more time to play Battlegrounds and stuff, I will make a very in-depth guide on the Marksman Hunter. If that's something you guys would like to see, let me know in the comments below, please. By all means. Let's keep it going. As for number 4, how it feels to play. Marksman feels fantastic. BM, still the same old, just keep your finger on the movement button, just keep sliding to the side, so you can just keep letting off your Cobra shots and getting your instant casts off. Marksman, it's like an in-between, semi-stationary turret between a mobile turret. So that mixture to me is very nice. I like being able to, slap down and hold my ground for a second, pop true shot, pop double tap, do whatever I got to do if I want to get an aim shot off, and just hold my ground for a minute. But, survival really doesn't get that. They have coordinated assault, but it doesn't increase your melee attack swings, doesn't increase any haste, it doesn't increase nothing besides a 25% extra chance to reset your kill command. I'll just stick with my pheromone bomb. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, and that's on a 2-minute cooldown. True shot is on a 2-minute cooldown. It increases your casting speed of your aim shot, and it reduces the cooldowns of your aim shot and your rapid fire. Like, the two abilities that you want to slap down the most and make sure you're literally hammering those buttons all the time. It's so beneficial to use it. Coordinated assault, you get a tiny 20% damage bonus and a 25% chance to increase your kill command reset. As for BM, it's a 1-minute 30-second Bestial Wrath cooldown, and that increases all damage by 25%. Like, it's just so uneven on, playing fields for one class in particular that it's kind of ridiculous. So that's gonna be me saying I'm going Marksman. 98% chance during all of Shadowlands. But if Survival does by chance get that buff and, get a couple of baseline abilities like maybe Binding Shot, or, even if you wanted to bring back Snake Trap for Survival Hunters only, that would be fucking insane. I would love to play a Survival Hunter with Snake Trap. But as right now, it looks like MM is going to be my play. As for coming in Shadowlands for PvP wise as a marksman, actually let's do PvE first. So as coming into PvE first as marksman, being able to talent into a passive, talent into volley, and then you cast it and you get trick shots as long as volley is going. Yes, it is only a 6-second window, but it's better than hitting a multi-shot, hitting an aim shot, letting it go through, hitting a multi-shot, hitting an aim shot, letting it go through, or a multi-shot into a rapid fire. It feels a lot smoother for PvE gameplay on the move than sitting there and spamming your multi-shot over and over just to get your trick shots out. It feels fantastic. So AoE situations, it's looking fairly nice in my opinion. Depending on what covenant you will pick, etc., it will vary. But as for, because I mainly PvP, so I don't have too much information on that. Once PTR comes out, I will test it very much. I'll be going into a lot of mythic dungeons, and I will be testing marksman, survival, beast mastery. I'll be doing all of that for you guys. So please stay tuned. But to continue, so for PvP wise, to finish PvE, the single target looks very good as well. Aim shot does a lot of damage. That is a big button hitter, and the increase for percentage, even that 3% increase for lock and load to bring it to an 8 from a 5% chance, it's huge. It really is huge. I've got so many instant cast aim shots off because of that it's nuts. So single target damage is looking fairly nice as well, especially when you have your true shot aura going and then you drop your double tap. It'll be very nice burst damage in PvE. Maybe not super good on raid bosses for single target, because the focus generation, you're gonna have to really be spamming your steady shot a lot, and it's gonna get really repetitive unless you talent into, well, as a PvE person, I would be talenting into my steady shot, giving me 7% haste after 2 shots. So that's what I would be doing. But like I said, I mainly play PvP. So benefits for the PvP. Marksman Hunter, first of all, you're not in the face of the enemy group in the battleground, or you're not going to be walking right up onto an arena team like a warrior, death knight, or anything like that. You can sit back, kind of hold your ground from a range, and be able to get away when you need to for the most part. But that comes into your PvP functionality and your entire overall PvP gameplay with your class. So me, when I'm in an arena, I'm really hardcore trying to trap people. Like, I love my traps in arena. They're my lifesavers. They are my bread and butter to what I love to do in an arena. I like to just piss people off and just trap them as much as I can. Dice them if I have to, so nobody can be dispelled. You know, just troll the hell out of them, because that's what a survival hunter does. You troll them and then you slap them really hard for a short burst window, and then you basically just hide behind a fucking pillar. But as a marksman, you can sit behind that pillar and you can snug it. You can peek out, let off an aim shot, let off a sniper shot, let off a couple of rapid fires into peeking behind the pillar again. You know, because I love that cheesy little bit channel ability. You know, you just let it hit the button for the rapid fire and just snug right behind a pillar, and nobody can tap you. You're out, you're LOSing them. So they're looking fairly solid in PvP as well. I've been doing a lot of research on it and watching a lot of videos, because unfortunately, like I said in previous videos, I don't have beta access. I'm just trying to do what I can for you guys and whatever information I can throw out. So the functionality for the PvP is, as a marksman in upcoming Shadowlands, is looking fantastic. I'm loving it. I am looking very much forward to pushing Gladiator as hard as I can this season. BFA was a pain in my ass, so I kind of threw that goal out the window very early into the expansion. But this season I'm going hard, guys, so make sure you're staying tuned for that. But at the same time, my reasoning number 10 for wanting to main a marksman hunter in Shadowlands is it's just for me. It just fits me. I don't always have to play a pet. I don't, you know, I can play those niche situations where, you know, I can get the distance, but especially in world PvP, your leech isn't decreased at all. So you can just sit there and just rapid fire away, you know, and just leech health off of people. Especially in those niche situations where you're getting triple teamed or something. Trap one, binding shot the other, binding shot both, trap one. Do whatever you gotta do to get the hell away. But that last person that's following you could be your little sucker target, you know. Just your dummy, you just slap them and regain some HPs. But like, it's just for me. It's the way I really like to play. I don't like to play super far ranged, but as a marksman hunter, it's kind of fun watching people run to you and just stumble over to you while you're just slapping them with a sniper shot, you know, and then you're just running away into a rapid fire. And it's funny watching people catch you guys, or catch you in the battle itself. You can just kite them all over the place. So as for my 10 reasons, that is the video, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, share, comment, do whatever you need to do. By all means, I'd be happy to reply to any comments you guys have. So yeah, thank you all very much. I'll catch you guys later. Can't drop out. Find a beast, had to kill a conquest, I'm next.